Jackson Podcast.
What's popping with y'all today, man? You know, last week I did an episode highlighting the International Players Anthem with Pimp C, Andre 3000, Bun B, and Big Boi. And we got a good response from that episode because, you know, people chimed in. They was giving their perspectives of who gave the best verse. We all was talking different language on that episode because some people were saying Pimp, some people were saying Andre, some people were saying Big, and you know, some people were saying Bun. So in the comment section, I said, what else y'all want me to do like the verse wars? What other songs y'all want me to do? And people were saying Ice Cream in the comment section with the Wu-Tang Clan partners. I'm going to do that one also. Some people were saying Stay Fly with 3-6 Mafia, 8 Ball, and MJG, and Young Buck because that was a dope record. Who had the best verse on that also? But before we got into that, I seen this comment where they were saying popping tags. You know, one of my favorite artists that slept on to me, personally to me, Twista is slept on, was on this song. And I was aware of that. And then this is the first time the hip hop game really got Killer Mike on a global song with Hove. So I wanted to tap in and do this one, but before I get into the conversation, I want to play a clip that was on my expert opinion of Killer Mike talking about this, talking about how he got this verse and this opportunity presented to him by Jay-Z. Let's get to it.
Very memorable features.
Yeah.
One in particular, which is one of my favorites out of many, is Poppin' Tags.
Yeah,
Jay-Z, Big Boi, Twista, on Blueprint 2. How did that even come about, and were you guys in the studio?
Man, fucking crazy, man. Like, I was on the tour bus with Outkast, and Big came and said, hey, man, that boy Hov just called. He said he wanted, he got this feature Poppin' Tags. He said, I told him I don't think Dre really in no feature right now. He said, no, I want the young boy. I want the boy Killer Mike y'all got over there. And Shanti Dodds, who's now left the music industry to start a beautiful mental health campaign called Silence the Shame. Shanti took me to Jay-Z's studio. What was it, Baseline?
Baseline, yeah.
Took me to Baseline. I met Jay there. We chopped it up, talked. I didn't record it until I got back home. I think I was just on nerves. But when Big told me about it, I went to the back of the bus to my old little time porch, and I just started writing right there. But the beat was fire. I went, and originally I was right behind Jay. And if you hear, they clipped it, and I think they put Twista in between us.
Yeah, they did.
I think I showed the fuck out, so I was just like, get that young boy, you little too hungry. Bad down the line song. But I'll tell you, past that, man, I really understood how cool he was when I was standing at MTV, and I'm standing in the cut like this, and I see him coming down the hallway with damn near like a ticker tape parade, like 20 folks around him. You know, he's just a darling. You know, folks at MTV was like, oh my God, host in the building. You know what I'm saying? and he was walking past. Now I was trying to stay out the way. He stopped. He said, "Man, you ain't gonna speak to me? I put you on my album and everything." I was like, "Oh shit!" I was like, "Man, my bad." And that's when I was like, "Man, dude, really is still who he is." So I be tripping out there when I wake up, get up, moving around, see a text from him just out of nowhere. You know, peace, God. I seen what you did. Just sending some encouragement your way. He's still a very grounded, cool human being.
You know, around that time, I was so stuck on Blueprint 1 and Nas Stillmatic that I really don't think that I gave the Blueprint 2 the shot that it deserved. Because I was kind of like, it wasn't as raw as Blueprint 1, but it was a good album. Now going back, looking at it, it was a good album. It was a double disc. It was a lot of songs. I think that's what it was. And it just was different from the Blueprint 1. But now going back over time, this is a flawless album. It has some dope records on it. He brings some new artists to the game. He has some good R&B features, some more Kanye production. We got to give Kanye like a salute one time. The reason I say that is because I think about during that Rockefeller era when he was producing songs on Cameron, Purple Haze, when he produced for Twista, his album Kamikaze, him doing all of these beats for Jay-Z. Kanye's career could have ended around that time. And then he had the song with Jamie Foxx too, and Twista. It's just his career could have ended around that time and he would have been legendary. To me, and this might be a conversation that I need to put a poll into the community section also. To me, it's no competition when it comes to producers up against Kanye's, like his discography, his songs, the songs that he did produce. He light years ahead of producers. To me, you can say Dre, you know, you can say Timbaland, Swiss, Pharrell, but all the songs Ye produced, and it's a lot of hit records, it's going to be hard to beat Ye, man. That's all I'm going to say. Now, I put the poll up in the community section. This is y'all reaction to it. I'm going to read it, and then we're going to listen to the record, man. We got to listen to the record and give our perspectives on who had the best verse. The song is 6 minutes. You know, in 2025, we ain't going to see no song in 6 minutes no more in the world. Real talk. When the last time we seen a song where just brothers is spitting on that thing, going is like, it ain't no limitation. It ain't 16. It ain't 12s. It might be a 24. Somebody might spit a 36, but we just going crazy on this thing. And, you know, this is y'all reaction, though. Even though when I made this imagery, it's only 100 people that contributed to the 115 votes that contributed to this. Right now, we had like 200 something a couple of hours ago. We had like 200 and something votes. So right now, everybody's saying the best verse went to Twista. Twista had the best verse. Jay-Z and Killer Mike is neck and neck, 23% and 21% of the votes. So Jay-Z got 23% of the votes and Killer Mike got 21%. Big Boi only got 10% of the votes. Now, people always go hard on Jay-Z saying that he got murked on Renegade. He got punished on Renegade song with Eminem. I personally don't think that he did on that song, but it may be something to it here. And if y'all watching this in totality, let me know who else like bodied Jay on the record to y'all opinion, because obviously y'all voting for Twista. Now this song is about popping tags, getting fresh. You know, Jay-Z is one of the best at the materialistic rap. He's one of the best, the elites at the materialistic route. But let's get on into the song, man. Popping tags off of the Blueprint 2, The Gift and the Curse. Let's go.
Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. They popping tags, they popping tags. Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. Cause we be popping tags, nigga, we be popping tags.
Real rolls, let's go. So fresh, so clean like cash. Jay-Z be popping tags, leaving them all with heavy bags. You know the boy got a love for the cash. Oh, fuck, there you go again. Talking about hoes and dough again. Yep, can't hold it in. I'm surprised I got so much dough to spend. But back when I was poeting, you wasn't focusing about the dough I spent. But I was holding in, I was a roller in, I was a baller back then. All of that, man, fall back. I bought that. What would you do if you was in my shoes? Need dudes in the rear view, V12 engine, corner spinning, Twinkie shining, pinky ring. Armadale, nigga, sneaky sting. Top down, my cash is up. Gold chain, I don't give a fuck. Gold brain to get you in the truck, ma. That's right, you in luck, ma. You see me cruising down, better step inside. Ain't enough room to fit you all on the ride. First come, first serve basis. You know how we going to nice places. That's right, and I'm dropping cash. Lead them all with garbage bags. Gucci this, proud of that. Roll with your boy, you be popping tags.
Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. They popping tags, they popping tags. Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. We be popping tags, nigga, we be popping tags. It's a party when I go up in the store. Shopping while I'm suited out the throw. Rolling like a nigga that just came up on the mill. And I got a sweeping and picking up tags off the floor. Bag full of clothes. I remember having rocks in the hall. On the corner with the Glock by the ball. Serving up a jab and working security 6 to 6. Then it's straight from the block to the mall. Barrels on the wall. Go ahead and treat yourself. When you come up on some cheddar, better pop that tag. Like when I dip up in the pot, then I go up to the lot and lay the paper down and cop that jag. I got a counter full of ammunition and funds. Mink rock away as a gun. Pelly in a fresh pair of Jones. No packs and Bojacks and their maxes. No packs and ones. No packs for none. When I go up in the store, a nigga never get enough. I'm up on it if you want it, come and get it now. Time to a race where we call you won't catch up. And I twist the kind of wicked when I spit it now. I be chopping up cheddar with Kanye. Chop a little cheddar up with Jay. Chop it up with the O to the kids. Popping big tags with the flow and the dough. Niggas busy. Hustling on that block until we
know I gotta get my perspective on those first two verses and just chop it up with y'all for a minute. And salute to Sleepy Brown. Sleepy Brown is legendary. He is the third member of Outkast. I like the way you move. All the players play from far and wide. Man, stop. Sleepy Brown, the truth. If I could do a song with Sleepy Brown right now, an album with Sleepy Brown, I would do it right now. Sleepy Brown is a GOAT. If people don't know, go check out his music. Go check out the songs he did with Outkast. He on Hove album. You know, one thing I'm going to say, I don't want to talk about people being killed on this song. I do want to acknowledge who I think had the best verse. But, you know, you got to commend brothers when they're taking on a style that isn't theirs. Because Twista's supposed to body people on this because this is his style. This is his style. After he came in, when Jay got through rapping, Jay did his thing. His bars was up to par. He was spitting the braggadocious, materialistic rap, and he was doing it at a high level. But he was trying to integrate into Twista's style. This is Twista's style. He's the king of it. He's the best of it. A lot of people say that Busta Rhymes rap faster and all of that, but we don't want to hear that. We ain't listening to that Busta Rhymes animated music. I don't want to hear niggas in dresses rapping fast, real talk. But you know, that was two good verses. Now let's hear Killer Mike, because this is Killer Mike's introduction to a nationwide album. Even though Outkast, he was on, I forgot what that Purple, whatever they was doing in Atlanta at that time when Big Boi was trying to create his own label outside of Outkast and bring artists up in the game. And I think he did a good job with Killer Mike, because Killer Mike is dope. He deserves the credit that he's getting right now. He deserves that award for that album, because Michael was the best album last year. And hip hop is in a strange place, and the people that is creating high quality stuff needs to be celebrated. But let's get into his verse though, man. Poppin' tags.
Here we go. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the store with heavy bags. We be popping tags, nigga. We be popping tags.
My throwback game is what we're wicked. St. Patrick's Day, green pinstripe, number 20 Mark Smithson. Jersey, ooh, we with the matching, new wear fitted. White boys say my style is bitchin'. Keeping coke in the kitchen. Keep a clock that'll shock and bring the rest. Tucked underneath my Mitchell and Ness. I'm scrambling, handling with a 45 cannon. It's tucked in my Mark Buchanan. Extra clips and shells in the lambskin. 2 G's by Pelly Bell. West side on a Pelly Bell. More G's on me than a late 80s Gucci leather. Worn by the great Rakim himself. Stitch my Dapper Dan, old man with the gun in hand. I leave it unswerving. No offense, I put your face on the chest of a sweatshirt drawn by shirking. I've been fucking a hustle, married to a racket. Since the first Air Jordan starter jackets, I slept with a package under mattress. I carry guns heavy, speak easy, slide with the fight word. I put sun hot to your motherfucking iceberg. Got a project chica, named Rika. She keep her purse full of Dro Reaper. Small baby like that, tucked in a paper bag. I rock some roll, she sack like that and fat.
Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. So we be popping tags, nigga. We be popping tags. Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. Cause we be popping tags, nigga. We be popping tags.
Pop tags in reverse, you be needing a nurse. Leave you laying on your back in the Cadillac hearse. Now you're my man all black with a matching person. Know you want to blow up, but a funeral hurts. What's worse, you can hit them all and ball till you fall. Have to make a collect call, cause the cell cut off. Trot to the mailbox, begging a check, but the mail's run short. No more MDDDLD, that means movie date, dinner date, lunch date, help me please. The cheese is gone, long bread to the short bread, word is bone. Take a sleep, pimp a sleep, serve the song. Act a damn donkey, like the pilgrims when they pop the tag on the Indian's home. Drop top braggo with the wings on. Chillin', bags in a trunk full of FBO sports for the chillin'. Spin a few shillings, slip a few chickens, lick a few kittens, just kidding. The fresh bowl of milk is in the fridge. Can you pop the tags on the honeycombs? Or no, you acting mad cause the money done slowed down just a little bit. Lips poked out just a short bit. Acting like a pitfall bullpit. That game is the pulpit. Legal motherfucker with the John Doe toe tag lift. Imperial classic, lyrical, thrashing a miracle happening. Jay-Z, Killer Mike and Big Boi rapping and rhyming and snapping. Pop that tag on some of this game. Politics swallow and keep the chain.
Hustling on that block until we call. Showing off that jewelry that we bought. Leaving out the stores with heavy bags. We be popping tags, nigga. We be popping tags.
know, salute to Ye. That beat was fire. Salute to Jay, Twista. Before I talk about Killer Mike's verse, you know, I want to give Big Boi some credit because looking at these polls, right? You know, the last 2 shows I've done, Big Boi came in last. And he came in last on the International Players poll also. But I want to say something about Big Boi for a moment. You know, him pairing with one of the best rappers of all time, Andre 3000, may have hurt Big Boi career and Big Boi's perception as one of the best lyricists of all times. Because nobody has ever bodied Big Boi. Big Boi, my fault, y'all, get on the song and he plays his position. He does his thing. He raps his ass off. It ain't too many people that is better than Big Boi. He can fit anywhere on any song with anybody and kill it. And he might not be your cup of tea, and that's why people don't vote for him like that. But Big Boi is the truth, and I just want to commend Big Boi. Salute, man. If anybody that support Big Boi, any family members or whatever, you know what I'm saying, check this podcast out, or even if Big Boi check it out, salute, big dog. You're one of the greatest ever. People may not ever give you your credit when you up against these like polls and things, but dog, you be rapping your ass off, man. Real spill. Now let's get into Killer Mike's verse. Something that I'm missing about hip hop. I got a clip too that I want to play from the Joe Budden podcast talking about is it over for hip hop. But something I miss about hip hop is when niggas was rapping like their life was on the line. Like, I know this can change my life, so I'm going to give my all. I'm going to rap my ass off. I'm going to kill this verse. I'm going to do my part, play my part. I'm going to kill this shit. Nowadays, we got hip-hop artists just saying anything on a record. All that old stupid, silly shit. And they messing up the art form of the culture. So I want to commend Killer Mike for taking his chance and going hard, man. Getting his opportunity and doing his thing because he didn't lack, and he was a new artist at that time. And overall, I want to say Twista had the best verse. It's obvious, man. Twista had the best verse, but all of them brothers did their thing. They came with it on that song, and they killed that shit, man. Real talk. Salute to all 4 of y'all. All 6 of y'all, actually. I'm sorry for the hand claps right now. Let me hold the hand claps up. 6 people, and whoever, Guru, the engineer, was 7 people. Because you got to give Sleepy Brown some credit for killing the hook. You got to give Ye some credit for killing the production. Jay, Big, Twista, and Mike. You got to give all 7 of them brothers some credit because they came up with a dope song, and that song is going to live forever. Real spill. Salute to them brothers. Now, before I get up off of this thing, I want to play this clip from the Joe Budden podcast. I was supposed to play it last week, but I didn't get to do my individual podcast because I was working. I was chopping it up with Rob. I chopped it up with Guy last week. Salute to them. I chopped it up with Dr. Eric about his book also, The Divorced Man. Go check that out. But I didn't get to do my individual podcast, so I didn't get to bring this topic up. I want to bring this topic up and talk about it for a moment. Is it over for hip-hop? Because it's been a lot of changes. There's been a lot of people getting RICOs. There's been a lot of murder charges. Hip-hop isn't that. Hip-hop is an art form. We're seeing more of the tragedies and we're seeing more of the negativity than we're seeing and hearing the music. We ain't hearing quality music. We don't have platforms no more. We don't have no 106 and Parks, no Rap Cities, no base platform to this is where everybody go and this is what everybody's supporting. We just on YouTube now, talking crazy. And a lot of the people are thinking that they investigators and shit. Conspiracy theorists. That's not my platform. I'm here to highlight the creativity. I ain't here to counsel people, man. That ain't, I did what I did with Fat Joe and DJ Academics because what they did was blasphemous. But I ain't here to counsel people. Real talk, man. Y'all do y'all. Now, me, I'm going to celebrate and highlight hip-hop artists. And when this conversation was had on Joe Budden podcast, I said I gotta bring it over to my platform and chop it up with my people.
A lot of people been shitting on the Cardi album, right? His name? Playboy
Cardi.
Huh?
Playboy Cardi.
Yeah, people been making fun of that, and like the music the artists that people look forward to seeing are currently locked up, like
not dropping. That's only a small portion. Yeah. You still have rappers that are dropping. You know what I'm saying? You still got.
But are they moving the needle?
It's over, man. It's over.
Are they moving the needle?
I don't give a fuck with y'all.
Fam, Kendrick's Luther has been #1 for how many weeks now?
Oh yes, Kendrick.
All right, you got that.
One person.
You got Drake is still Draking. Nokia is still moving.
That's two people.
The type of music that's
no. Names one people.
The charts is just them right now.
I'm
talking about the charts.
Name
who's dropping?
Whoever you want to name.
I think rock and roll is coming back
to fight the case. Yeah,
I think rock and roll.
Yeah, Neil Diamond.
The Bee Gees. The Bee Gees.
Yo, this shit is dead, dying fast. These niggas is selling ass for a fraction of a penny.
But
albums are dropping
that.
less. You are seeing musicians less. More and more musicians are having to get it from the backyard or from some other means. They not giving you the money that you earned. This shit is over, man. Shit is fucking destroying and rebuilding in front of us.
But
and that's not what we're talking about right now.
Yeah, I'm about
that's
to say
maybe
that's totally
a deeper
different.
conversation. But a large portion of this shit is all of you idiots just talking about shit.
Yeah.
It is,
That's
yo.
a fact.
It is. Yo, listen.
It is.
Also, what happened, the same way that we talk about labels removing the sub-labels and production companies that develop A&R and basically day-to-day handle their acts, right? Like a Rockefeller, Disturbing the Peace, a fucking Murder Inc. So, but when there's the erasure of all of them now, and the label wants to become the direct to the act, there is nobody that understands culture, monitoring culture, fucking day-to-day managing culture. So it's just a clusterfuck.
Let me ask you a question about that. I would agree with that.
These niggas are purposely looking at niggas to give them deals who
we know what you're gonna do, and we know you ain't gonna be here long.
We want you
exactly. But look, let me ask you a question about that. You mentioned like the Disturbing the Pieces and all these sub labels, right? From the artist side, who's been hearing the stories of, okay, if I sign to you, then you're signed to you, then you're signed to you, I'm getting even less money. It make you not want to go that route anyway.
Okay, but
you get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I understand that, but now there's less stars too.
There you go.
You can do it your way. I'm telling you how to be a star.
True.
Right.
And I'm telling you that with my relationships and my 30, 40 years in this business, I know the ins and outs, so you gonna do this.
Also,
you know, that was a great conversation, and I wish I would have let Parks part play, because Parks is a great engineer and producer, and he's great at what he does, and he's very pivotal to hip-hop culture in New York City. A lot of people may not know that when they listen to Joe Budden podcast and understand the quality of the audio. The audio experience is everything. It's actually better than the YouTube visual that you get to see, because YouTube makes it to where you get copyright strikes and stuff when you play music, and that's a music podcast. So what they were saying about the subsidized companies, you know, TDE is the last one left. QCP and them, they sold Quality Control, where Lil Baby and the Migos and City Girls and all of them was at. It's no subsidized companies no more that is putting artists on. I remember it used to be the Maybach Musics. It used to be Cash Money. All of that's gone. The black CEO is dead. Why did they want the black CEO dead, and they wanted the artist to go directly to the major label? It's interesting how they put out insurance policies on artists, because artists are dying at a higher rate than ever. It's interesting how now you're getting a percentage of a penny from streaming. You have to have a multitude of things going on to even be able to make a profit. It's interesting that the only artist that's really making life-changing finances right now is Drake and Kendrick Lamar. The other artists like Lil Baby, who just dropped the album, we forgot about it a week after it happened. Lil Durk just dropped. We forgot about it a week after it happened. We used to have to live with these albums for 6 to 7 months. The terminology, it used to change and shift the culture when we used to listen to music. Now, hip hop is not as powerful as it used to be. It used to be the dominant genre. It is still the dominant genre when you're talking about influence. But when you're talking about the financial structure of it, it's not the dominant genre no more, and that's sad. To me, it's sad. And it's sad to see all of these artists dying. But you know, I can get to talking all day long, man. This was about popping tags. Thank y'all for tuning in, man. And before I go, I want to send and play this clip that I made for the death of Young Scooter, sending condolences to his family, all his loved ones and everything, man. Rest in peace, Young Scooter, man. Real talk, rest in peace. I'm out this thing, man. Peace, love, plenty, abundance. Make sure you go get you some money, and I'm gone. Chill.
The Trevor Jackson Podcast.
We're here to discuss two events this evening. The first being from the 200 block of William Nye Drive. In Zone 3, officers responded to a dispute with a weapon. It was advised in the call remarks that shots were fired and a female was dragged back into the location. Once officers arrived, they knocked on the door. A male opened the door and immediately shut the door on the officers. The officers then established a perimeter. During the process of establishing the perimeter, two males fled out of the rear of the house. One male returned back into the house. The other male jumped 2 fences as he was fleeing. When officers located him on the other side of the fence, he appeared to have suffered an injury to his leg. Officers rendered aid, and he was transported to Grady Hospital, where he was pronounced deceased. That male is going to be a 39-year-old male out of Atlanta. Just to be very clear, the injury that was sustained was not via the officers on scene. It was when the male was fleeing.
Look that in the bitch, man. You did. You say you a hit, man, but you ain't hit shit. You say you a lick, man, but you ain't hit no licks. You say you a dope boy, but you ain't sold no bricks. My baby mama left, I bought another nigga bitch. I do what I want, you do what you can. I stashed away a meal just if shit don't go as planned. I do what I want, you do what you can. I stashed away a meal just if shit don't go as planned. I'm a real nigga, lick, hit a bitch, get her, quick flipper, pop, whip a dope dealer, fly nigga, if pop off I'ma ride nigga, go yard, 100 racks inside nigga, you a fuck nigga, I could get you touched nigga, I be in your hood, so I know what's up with you, you a worker nigga, hang around club nigga, you a dope man, you ain't got no drugs nigga, I'm a boss nigga, I'm bossed up like Rick Ross nigga, 550 Ben, you know what that costs nigga, my shit paid for, you paying a note, you riding the rental, I got free band, you know Future, that's my nigga, Scooter, you say.
Please stop calling my phone. You see what's going on the same way I see what's going on. And nigga, this shit do not feel good at all. My brother just got killed. And I can't even go slide for him. On top of that, me, his mama, his real family, like this our real core family, like before a rap song, before $1 came, nigga, we family. I don't want to hear this shit talking about no interviews. I don't want to do no fucking interviews. I don't want to do nothing. I just want to chill.